So it's Q4, and I am on this mission to help you and anybody who will listen to me grow their business in Q4. There's so much opportunity out there, and I can't wait to share all the tips and tricks I know as it relates to digital marketing. So grab a pen, a piece of paper, get comfy, and let's learn how to use social media, blogs, and email campaigns to crush your fourth quarter goals. Are you ready to get started? I know I am. Episode 320 starts right now. Hey there, welcome to the Lora Shipman Show. We hang out here weekly to talk about things like social media, entrepreneurship, marketing, tools, strategies, tips, and it all starts right now. Hey there, before we get started with this show, I just want to share my passion with you. I love teaching people just like you how to master social media for business, breaking it down into easy to consume and easy to execute steps so that you can see immediate results. So whether you want to start a social media consultancy or grow your brand's presence on social media, I can help. I can help you get started and master all the things that you need to know. So I want you to go over to my website. It is filled with resources, tools, tips, and courses. Visit lorashipman.com. That's LORA shipman.com to get all the goods. Now, you ready for the show? I know I am. Let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm excited that you are here, and I'm excited what I have planned for you during Q4. I really want to help people get ahead of their marketing, get it organized, and get it in gear so that you guys can make the most out of the opportunities that show up in fourth quarter and really grow your business. I mean, a lot of us look forward to fourth quarter because there are so many selling opportunities. And I think one of the biggest things that we can do for our business is plan for those opportunities. And that's what I intend to help you with today. And we're going to jump right into it with number one, my number one tip here. Make sure you have pen and paper. Obviously, if you're driving, you're just going to listen to this and let it imprint on your brain. But tip number one is we are going to nail a social media content plan, right? We're going to plan for maximum impact. And we all know social media is a powerful tool if you use it right. A lot of times content will flop on us, and it's because maybe we didn't plan it out as well as we could have. And by planning today for the opportunities in Q4, it will really help you create the best content you can for your business. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a content calendar. And what I like to do is I like to start by mapping out my content for the entire quarter and keeping in mind certain key dates, things like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the weeks leading up to the holidays. I want to make sure that I think about what's really going to work in those key dates and create content that builds momentum, excitement, and maybe even some FOMO. So plan a mix of different types of content. Plan a mix of promotional items. Like, you don't want to have all promotional items throughout the entire quarter because that gets to become white noise and a little bit old for your audience. So think about what those promotional dates are going to look like, what those promotional offers are going to look like. How is it going to look on Black Friday versus Cyber Monday? What is that countdown to the holidays going to look like for your products and services? And then plan in some product and services showcases where you're talking about the features and benefits of your products and services and why they make a great gift, or why this is the perfect time to keep these things in mind for purchase. And the other thing, you want to throw some fun stuff in there for your audience, stuff that really engages them and gets them excited about your account, right? It's not just about the selling of your products and services. It's actually creating a platform where your audience and your customers and clients are excited about getting to know you and showing up for you, right? Getting into that thing where they can't wait to see what you're going to post next, how you're going to help them next. So some ways you're going to do this is through polls. Polls are a lot of fun. I love those this and that, or this or that posts. I never outgrew that. Those were really popular a couple of years ago. I still really like them. Transformation posts are really cool because people do like to see what you look like before you use your product or service and what it looks like after. I'm a sucker for those all the time, using carousel posts to tell a story where people swipe through the different slides, especially on Instagram. And it also works really well on LinkedIn, where people can scroll through and take a look at how your product or service could impact them. It's kind of neat to put yourself in that slide carousel. You know which ones I'm really a sucker for are the Amazon ones. Do you ever get those on Facebook where they have carousels of products that you might like on Amazon, especially the fashion ones and the home housewares type things? I can't help myself. I sit there and I go through every single slide that they have. So you want to think of things like that for your customers. Like, what are they going to want to look at when they're on social media? So we talked about polls, we talked about this or that. Quizzes are huge. I love these too because these are kind of fun. If you have people take a little quiz, they could be like a personality quiz in a way, where if you pick this, this, and this from your product line, it means you're a so-and-so type of person. Like, find out what your personality is, if you tend to like this color or if you tend to like this type of product or service. Those are always fun because it makes your audience member the star of the show, right? Everybody wants to be the main character in their own life. If you give them the opportunity to do this in your content, they're hooked, right? Because they know that you've dialed into what their pain points are or what they really need to get out of whatever it is you offer. Okay, so those were some tips on how to maximize engagement. Next, we're going to create some FOMO. So a great way to do that is to use countdowns that create a little bit of FOMO. So some examples you could use are the 12 days of Christmas. You could do like a giveaway campaign where your followers or audience members can win prizes by engaging with your posts. Other ways to maximize engagement and get people to take action are time-sensitive offers like flash sales and stuff like that. I really love this. A lot of people do this on Black Friday, but you can use this anytime throughout the fourth quarter. You can do for a limited time only, for 24 hours, you can get 50% off of this. And it's a great way to drive last minute sales. So I love those pop-up flash sales because I think they're unexpected and it creates that FOMO and that excitement around your product or service. Another thing that you could do if you haven't done it before is leverage UGC or user-generated content. So what you want to do is you want to encourage your followers, your customers, your clients to create content of them actually using your products or services. Use, for example, an unboxing. If you have a product-based business, invite your audience to go ahead and film an unboxing and share it with you so you can share it on social media. So just think of different ways that you can include the audience. And maybe it's something as simple as just using a branded hashtag, and that every time they're going to post about your product or your company, they're going to use that branded hashtag. And then go ahead and reshare it on stories. It's a great way to build a sense of community and trust with your audience. So here are some examples. So if you can't think of anything to help you get going, here are some things that you can work into your content plan. First one's going to be a countdown to Black Friday. Tell them to get ready for unbeatable deals starting in just X amount of days. And maybe as you lead up to Black Friday, you write some sort of post that gets them excited and maybe teases or hints at what they can get on Black Friday. One of my favorite things to see as a holiday consumer is gift guides. There are some people in my family who are really, really difficult to shop for. And if I can look at somebody's gift guide and it can give me ideas and how I can use that product or service for the tough to shop for in my Christmas list or on my holiday list, I really appreciate that. So think about doing that. Another fun way to get your audience involved and engaged is actually offering a special discount for someone who's never purchased from you before. It gets them excited about your brand and it gives them maybe that extra push that they need to go ahead and make a sale. Like I said, do flash sales. Make sure you schedule those in periodically through Q4. And then maybe take some past customers and highlight them in a carousel or a reel. Maybe you can animate a reel that shows them using your products and services and how it helped them throughout the year. And so that might also give that person who's watching your content the extra added push they need to make a purchase. A lot of times we get very focused on social media and we think that's the only way we can market our products and services. These next two tips I'm going to give you aren't social media related. In fact, I sometimes think they're underutilized. The next one is blog posts. It's really important for you to drive traffic to your website, especially if you give people the opportunity to check out or to make a purchase on your website. You got to get the traffic there. And so a really good thing to do is make sure you have a list of blog posts that you're going to put out during Q4. So some of the ones that I like to use or I like to see or read are the ones that involve gift guides. We already just talked about that, but create blog posts that showcase your products as the perfect holiday gift. For example, you could use something like the top 10 gifts for tech lovers, or the ultimate holiday gift for her, the ultimate holiday gifts for him. It just helps people validate the reason why they're going to purchase from you and your business. How-to guides is another great blog post to pull from, and it's all about writing instructional content that helps your audience solve a problem or achieve a goal. A couple of examples might look like how to create the perfect holiday table setting, and it features some of your placemats or napkins or table decor that you sell. Or another one could be 5 tips for stress-free holiday shopping, and you tell them how to shop maybe from home, from the comfort of their own couch, and then show them different products or services they could buy for everybody on their shopping list. So you kind of get the idea. You've seen these how-to guides before. Just incorporate it into your business and brand, and they work out really well. And they tend to be very keyword rich because you're using keywords and things that have to do with the product and services that you offer. Another one that's really good are seasonal trends. Everybody wants what's trending, right? So write about the latest trends related to your industry or products. And for example, it could look like the hottest fashion trends for winter 2024, or top 5 tech gadgets you need for this holiday season. Whatever it is that you sell, just try and figure out some fun ways to catch people's attention. And hey, don't be afraid to use ChatGPT for this. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit over the top, but what you can do is kind of pick out some words that really work and that you think would resonate well with your audience. Use it for ideation. Use it to help get those creative juices flowing, and then you take it from there. So here's some other blog post titles that you can use, steal them and make them your own, and try and get ahead of your blogging by writing them now and scheduling them out for the future. Okay, here they are. Ready? Write them down. Number 1, 5 reasons why our XYZ makes the perfect holiday gift. Number 2, how to maximize your savings on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And that's like a teaser one, right? You might just write about the different sales and promotions you might have going on without giving away all of them, because you don't want them to just like hold back until those sales come out, but just allude to it a little bit and let them know that they need to mark these things down on their calendars, to stay tuned to your email, blog posts, and social media content to find out when these sales are going to go live. So you want to create excitement and motivation and momentum for these upcoming flash sales that you may be offering. Other things might be the best ways to decorate your home for the holidays if you have, a home decor business, or our top picks for winter fashion, or fill in the blank. And how to stay productive during a busy holiday season. That's something everybody can use. This is really good for the coaches out there and for the business consultants who want to keep their audience engaged while they may not have as many giftables. You still want to keep them engaged in the fourth quarter, because you're going to have stuff to offer come first quarter of 2025. And I'm going to do a whole series on that, on how to make sure that the opportunities from fourth quarter just don't end in fourth quarter, because there are many to be had in the first part of the year. So we're going to go into that. So those are some ideas about how to get blog posts to work in your favor. The key thing with blog posts is to make sure you stay consistent. A lot of people maybe put that on the back burner when I really think this is a great way for your business to be found online because it takes up a lot of internet real estate. You get to use a lot of keywords and things like that. So do not discount the blog posts. I love them. I try and post at least once a week, and I've noticed a difference in the traffic to my website when I post blogs versus when I don't post blogs. God, that was really hard to say. Okay, so the next thing we want to focus on during Q4 are email campaigns. This is a great way to keep your audience informed and engaged. Yeah, it's great to catch them when they're on social and things like that. But we all know that the reach in the algorithm is different, and you never really know when your audience is going to see your stuff, even though you're consistent about it. Sometimes, and I notice this with the people that I follow, is I'll get their content, especially if it's in the regular feed, maybe 3 days after they've posted. And I'm like, well, I could have used that a couple of days ago. And the people that I follow who are really good at their digital marketing campaigns take their key content and concepts and put them in a email to me, and then they'll maybe do it maybe twice a month or once a month, depending on the product and the brand and service. And then that drives me to their website because they're going to take those key concepts that I might have missed on social, make sure I get them in the email blast. But then if I want to dive in deeper, they'll provide links to where I can go on their website to get more. Okay, so what does an email campaign series look like? I like to start early, right? So right about now, I'm planning out a series of emails for fourth quarter and what that's going to look like. And it's going to build momentum as we get closer to key dates. And you might have some that will say things like save the date because you're going to be having some upcoming sales, and like you're going to have some reminders that people are going to want to hit on your website at certain times because you have these sales coming up. And if you look at the big box retailers, they do that too. They do, like Best Buy, for example. Let's take them for example. You'll know what items are going to go on sale Black Friday, and they tease you about it leading up to Black Friday. Then they also hide some surprises in there too, right? They might not tell you everything that's going to go on sale on Black Friday, but they'll tease you and say, you'll want to, come visit us on Black Friday to see what it is. There's going to be a limited quantity of things. So they're building excitement and momentum. So do the same thing with your business. Brainstorm what those offers are going to be, plot them out on a calendar, figure out how many days ahead of time do you need to email your audience to make sure that they don't miss it. And you might have to send them a couple of emails leading up to the sale. It's not good enough to just send one email about the sale and hope everybody's going to come. People get busy. Things end up in spam. People forget. I mean, think about your doctor, for example. When you make a doctor or dentist appointment, how many notifications do you get before you actually show up? I usually get an email reminder, a text reminder, and then a robocall, right? Just to make sure I don't miss my doctor's appointment. It's kind of the same thing, right? You want to stay in front of your audience so they know and they don't forget and they put it on their calendar that they're going to get this great, amazing offer from you on whatever date it's going to be. Once you have all of that mapped out, it's really important to figure out what your CTAs are going to be, what your calls to action are going to be. So you want to make sure they're compelling and examples. So some of the things that you can put in there, and we've all seen them, right? We just need to think about what it's going to look like for our own business and what makes sense and what's really going to light up our customers or our audience. So you'll see things like shop now, get 20% off now, sign up for early access, that sort of thing. And if you can't think of anything clever, again, use ChatGPT and just say, hey, this is what I'm offering. Please come up with 20 different catchy CTAs that I can use in a email campaign to link to the sales page of my website and see what it comes up with. You'd be amazed at what you get. The more detail that you give ChatGPT, the better. And maybe what I'll do in a future podcast is go over some scripts if you guys would like that. Actually, if you would like to know some ChatGPT scripts that you could get help with, let me know. And I'd be happy to put together a podcast about that. All right. So we talked about creating kind of a content calendar for email campaigns. We talked about creating clear CTAs, and make sure when you do those CTAs that you test your links and make sure that they work, or the phone numbers or whatever you're using to have people act on, make sure it works. Because sometimes we put these things together and a link breaks for whatever reason and you don't realize it, and then you miss out on the Q4 opportunities. And if you have a friend or a business buddy who will test things for you as you create them, I highly recommend doing that. It will save a lot of headaches in the long run. So those are my ideas for creating a campaign during fourth quarter by using social media, blog posts, and email marketing. I have a bunch of examples and some calendar things that you can follow along with on a blog post on my website. And I will put that in the show notes so you can see what you need to do week 1 of October, and then, week 6 in November, and then what you need to do a week or two before the holidays hit. And there's some other examples in there too of different maybe email open lines or subject lines that you can use to help you get the creative juices flowing for your email content. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you are liking these Q4 tips that I'm putting out twice a week. I'm going to be doing this up until the end of the holidays. So I release podcasts twice a week, once on a Monday and once on a Wednesday. And each one of them leading up to the end of December is going to be Q4 related. I get so excited about it that I stumble over my words. Anyway, I hope it's helpful for you. And if there are any questions that you have, or if I haven't addressed something, I would love to know about it. Just respond in a comment here or hit me up on all the socials. I include all of my links and even my email, I believe, in the show notes, so you can take a look there and just send me your questions. And I'd be more than happy to do a podcast episode about your question. All right, my friend, that's it for this episode. Tune in to the next one because we're adding more great Q4 info for you and your business. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay social. Hey there, I just want to say thank you for spending time with me here today. I know your time is super valuable, which is why I am dedicated to providing lots of usable, actionable information in the shortest amount of time possible. Before you go, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you have ideas or topics you would like me to cover in an upcoming show, let me know about it in the comment section provided.